everybody, One of Wisdom here. Happy Halloween. It is October 31st, 3:05 a.m. I've been having to move video files and clear up hard drive space and tried to install something on my new computer, and it's kind of wrecked it, it seems. So I've been dealing with that, and then this had blurry, glitchy lines in it, and needless to say, I didn't know if I was going to get to do anything. I have videos I can release. They wouldn't be what I had planned to do. I was thinking we were going to have to stream it all last night, and then I thought, you know what, no, I want to go ahead and try to progress, and I've kind of got the old PC and the recording software here functioning what looks to be pretty good. I'm watching it. I plan to talk for about a minute and make sure nothing's screwed up. So far it looks good. But what I've done here, I've got Chop Chop. I grinded out. I got their cash for them and Wolfgang, of course. Cool thing with Chop Chop, and one of the reasons I streamed through Chapter 2 the other night, in Mushroom River, you can find her soul gem, Hopscotch. We have it now. I've got the money. I know you're thinking, wait, you need 14.2. I've got the base covered with this one, so don't worry. Number one, I wanted the path names and to kind of figure out, which character I kind of wanted to assign to which path, which is the coolest thing, in my opinion, about alt decos, aside from the fact they look better, or, they provide a different medium there. You don't have to reset. You don't have to have two of the same characters. If you love the path or you love the character, you can have, candy coated Chopscotch, standard Chopscotch, both paths. So with her, I've already done these because at the time I didn't know if I was going to get to record or not, and I was trying to free up time. And what I'm going to do here, this will save us a little bit of time. I'm going to go ahead and pull this, because the truth of the matter is I need to get this rendering so it can be uploaded, so it can be released for Halloween for you to view here in a couple hours, and I will be at work. And so I've got to have a quick video so I can sort of render and get it uploading, and then attempt to see if I can't revive my old computer. But anyway, I've got Candy Coated Chopscotch in hand. We're going to throw her down, and I will walk you through these base upgrades.
Till you drop.
I gotta say, when I was going through getting cash for the two Chopscotches and the two Wolfgangs, it's pretty cool to see them side by side in game. That said, let me sit down in my squeaky chair. So far, I've not seen any crazy squiggly lines or anything, which is good. What we want to do here, her primary attack, chop, chop, chop. It's sort of a 1-2-3 classic. 28 to 42 on your first and second hit, 78 to 117 on your third. Case in point, it'll make pretty quick work of that guy. 2 cycles of chop, 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 he's gone. Didn't have a single crit, didn't need one. The cool thing, she does have a jump attack, unlike Wolfgang. I'm heartbroken about that. I mean, he can jump and shoot, which could be useful in this game. I'm not exactly sure because we haven't gotten to progress, but as you saw there, 56 to 84 with her jump attack, so it's roughly double the damage. Pretty logical addition. Now her secondary attack is spin to win. It's going to do 21 to 32. Best case scenario, you can get like 5 hits on these enemies. It's kind of a deal where if you pin them against something, or of course if you're just in an open area, you have to realize if I exit this circular platform, the dummies just completely despawn. But in a battle arena or something fenced off or an open area in the world, you can get 5 hits if you're just point blank on them. So 21 to 32 on that, and that's it. It's time to take a look at the base upgrades here. Oh man, you knew I was gonna do that, didn't you? That's just out of habit. I'm like going back to Swap Force and the Power Pods, and we've got the button, which I love. I do want to point out, when I got money for her and Wolfgang, their luck is very low. 510 for every single item. I was on a new profile. I got to put them all down. Wolfgang, his luck, let me see. I've got my spreadsheet here. So hers is 4. Wolfgang's is 4. 510. Okay, let me cycle over here. We'll throw in this little bit of information for you. Ember's luck is 6. And where's my man Taekwon Crow? There he is. His luck is 8. Taekwon Crow gets 520. Now Ember was getting 520 as well when she was with him, but I can't remember who it was, Dan or Chris maybe. Somebody had said in one of the videos when I was discussing stats and trying to piece them all together that they'd noticed in the past luck seemed to correlate to an increase in money, And that so far is making sense because I feel like I've seen 515 somewhere. I think when I first started doing it, what character would that have been? Aurora and Starcast maybe? What is their luck? Let me just make this an educational video. Well, Starcast is 8, Aurora is 6. Maybe Aurora was triggering the 515. I don't know if you've got 2 players. You know, it works great. 2 chopscotches, 4 luck on each. But say player 1 has 8, player 2 has 6. Do you get the 520? Do you get 520 for a little while and then it transitions to the 515? Is it a mix and match of those two? 50% chance each time? I don't know, but I'm thinking if your luck is 4, you get 510. If your luck is 8, you get 520. That is not concrete. That is not something I'm going to commit to, but it is something I hope to investigate. And if you're bored or you wanna live the dream of conducting Skylanders research, go for it. But I'm wondering if it's 510, 515, 520 based on 4, 6, and 8 in our luck attributes, numerically there. So we'll keep tabs on that if we can. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Mysticat's luck is 14, although I wonder if that's been screwed by the Golden Queens, because that's a way higher luck value. I'll have to check that too. That stupid legendary frame. Anyway, let's get back to what we need to do here, which will save a little bit of time, so fear not. Lose Your Head. This is our tertiary attack. It is our first base upgrade. The base upgrades 5, 7, 9, and 1200 respectively. Total up to 3300. As best I know, there are no discounts in the game. There's no Winged Sapphires, no coupons, none of that stuff. You gotta pay full price. So, 500 is what we need. Note, this is one of my pet peeves with alt decos. And it's not a big deal, but it would sort of make them that much cooler. If you know, we're looking at Chopscotch, standard Chopscotch here, and we've got Candy Coating, Like I said, it's minor, but it's just one of those little deals, It would be very cool to see them someday possibly, color them correctly. I've got Warnado on the floor by me. I keep thinking he's one of those little footballs I bought to roll on because of plantar fasciitis or whatever. But anyway, let's buy this. And it is pretty cool, I must say. So the way it works, you press Y to swing your head. And she basically swings it twice and tosses it. I say twice, about 2 revolutions. This will make more sense why. We walk right up point blank to this chump. Note we got 2 hits on him. Oh, that was strange how he jumped up there. But see, we're getting 9 to 14 twice. That's it. We'll cover the rest of that in a second. We got 14 and 9 there. So she basically does 2 cycles of damage. The catch is, and this is a pretty cool deal, whenever you throw the head, it's roughly a 6-second daze. So, he's moving around. He's fairly nimble, right? He'll pursue us pretty quick, actually. He outruns some of the Skylanders. When you put him in that daze, he's just kind of in a trance right there if you need to run and get an item, whatever it may be. The bigger side of that, the lesser obvious one, okay, so if we hit him, we do 28. If we spin, we do 21, right? Watch this. Put him in the trance. Critical, critical, critical. And this would be critical as well. So, 42, 42, 117. On the spin, you're going to do 32 every time. On the jump attack, you'll do 84. Let's get another one in here just so I can showcase that. So the spin is 32 every single time. The jump attack, whoops. Obviously, he needs to be in the trance for that to work. So, dadgum. That was a Nintendo button. One more time here. Alright, so jump, 84, jump, 84. Can we get a third? No, didn't need to anyway. But you get the idea. It's sort of a threefold deal. She gets the kind of lame, oh no, this upgrade's going to be bad, 9 to 14 thing. Then there's the 6 seconds where the enemy is just kind of dazed and slumbering, if you will. And the catch is, though, if you attack them when they're in that state, you can either do 2 things. You can run away or you can attack. My advice would be to attack, unless of course you have to flee to get food or something, XP to level up. But coolest deal there, you do crits every single time. It's not every other hit or every couple of hits. It's anything that you throw at the enemy when they're in that trance, they take a critical hit from. So very cool there. Nearly did it. I nearly pulled the switch. Up next is Knock It Up. Enemies hit with spin to win now get knocked up in the air. I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, fun, but well, it's kind of lame, right? Not necessarily. Check this out. Keep in mind, you just saw we were doing 21 to 32, and you can do it 5 times if you perfectly pin an enemy. This is sort of akin to Legendary Tri-Tip when we were playing Home Run Derby with him. Look at this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can get roughly 7 hits before it expires. And is he dead? I guess he is. It does 26 to 39. So that's a pretty cool little addition. Case in point, if we had 2 of these guys. Look at this. It gives you an idea of the radius is the main reason I did this. They're both alive. Boom. I know what you're thinking. Let's see if this will kill him or not. It did, unfortunately. Alright, so suck on that. And then 39 every single time. I'm just like playing catch with him. So it turns out to be a pretty devastating combination when you integrate everything together as intended.
An apple a day keeps the stats saying.
Alright, Sharpened Blade, chop chop chop, does more damage. That of course is her primary attack. It's 900, let's pick it up. Once again, you know, these little simple things I'm finding in Imaginators, they are oftentimes my favorite. And just because of their simplicity. So box stock, we're doing 28-42, 28-42, and then our third hit, which is a little bigger, the overhand slam, we were doing 78 to 117. So you're asking, how much of a gain did we get here? Are we doing 32, 36? How about 45? That's right, he died in 1 cycle of that. Granted, we did have a crit there, but now our 28 has become 45 plus 17. That is significant, folks. So we're doing 45-68, 45-68. Third hit, standard 118. If you get a critical like you saw us get here, 177. That basically equates to just a complete slaughter fest. In other words. And of course, our jump attack, we were doing 56-84. We are now doing, what? Did I document that well? Really? I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I don't... When I went through there with standard, I thought we'd done good. You know, it was 56-84, but now it's 47-71? So it went down? Sadly, I can't check this, right now. That makes no sense. Why on earth would that go down? Maybe I just wrote it down wrong. Maybe it was 28-50. No, I think it was 56. Huh. Well, that makes absolutely no sense. I was extremely excited about her, and now I'm questioning things. I'll have to make sure. I'm very tired. It's 3:20 in the morning, and I've got computer problems, but 2 hits or better is her final base upgrade. Hold Y to create a head minion helper. The price on this is 1200. If you're asking how long do you have to hold it, I will answer. But I'll also tell you this. When I first bought this with Chopscotch, well, you know, a little before 3 a.m., I held this thing down for an eternity. And I walked, I did all this, I fell off, I kept doing it, I walked. And I thought, you know, maybe this is one of those deals where it's proportional, because if you're so inclined, you could literally just do this. Granted, you're probably going to die, because the sad news is the spin, even though it looks better with the head, it still just does 9 to 14. And then the downside is you don't increase the duration that your minion is active at all. But if you really wanted to, you could run around and kill people like this. But be careful if you're playing on a tough difficulty. They're going to kill you before you do at that damage. Anyway, let me get another dummy. Oh, this is ridiculous. Alright, so I'm going to chuck that over there. She's down there. Well, geez. Okay, let me just quickly fix this. Get out of my life. Alright.
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Here we go. Check this out. She is going to hit, her little minion is going to do 22 to 33. It's around for roughly 14 seconds. I have seen it hit more times than that. I have to have 2 dummies active or the first one will die off and it just kind of times out. But you do 9 to 14 on the spin. The minion does 22 to 33 seconds. I mean 22 to 33 damage, roughly 14 seconds of runtime. And again, I've seen it exceed 14 hits. That's something you can play around with if you're so inclined. The sad thing is, we lost like the trance ability, and like if you have the minion going and you chuck another one, it dissipates. So we sort of lose that, which is unfortunate. I don't know if maybe the head puts things in a trance, you know? Like, no, we're just doing standard. Really, that upgrade sucks. I mean, it's cool, and I mean, a lot of people are going to like it, but truth be told, I would be better off without that. I would prefer to have basically lose your head and get critical hits every single time, because you seem to lose that as you go. So, I don't know. When I first did this, I was very excited about her. I still am. She's still going to be, I can tell, even with this, you know, like slights that we've discovered, she's still going to be pretty dadgum pertinent moving into the upgrade path portion of the process. But something I don't understand, and I will have to double check, it could just be my, you know, sleep deprived state doing this, or it could be true. Sharpened Blade, while awesome for our standard, it possibly took our jump attack down, which makes 0 sense. And then 2 heads are better, while it's actually pretty cool. I mean, I can't lie, that 22 to 33 is pretty dadgum effective. I sort of miss that 6-second daze with a critical. You know, that's going to be bittersweet. It's like a catch-22. Some people will love it, some people will hate it. Some are going to be like, no, you know, why would you want that when you've got this little head minion? And then others are going to be like, you know, that head minion's cool, but I sort of liked the critical and the daze. And so I could see that being split, sort of mixed emotions there, but that might be something worth checking out. Just maybe skipping that if you're not a fan, seeing if you can do that. But I'm going to end this so I can get this edited and uploaded for you, and then I've got to go try to fix issues I'm not thrilled about at 3:20 in the morning. So that said, happy Halloween. Again, I'm sorry I'm tired. It's kind of been a rough night. Cowboys went into overtime. That game was awesome. The World Series went down. It's going to continue. The Mavericks and Rockets played. And then I was, like I said, I was having to move a ton of files. I edited a bunch of MindLogix episodes, and I was in the process of moving like 20 Terraria episodes so I can record more of it. And everything just shut down. Just like froze up, and I can't get rid of it, and I've got to go deal with that. So happy Halloween. We'll go with hashtag candy corn yet again, because that's what's on my mind right now. And we're going to take them down their pass. I'm kind of thinking
An apple a day keeps the stats saying, hey!
I might let candy corn go down this one and then standard chopscotch down this one. In part, number one, I like the axe attacks the best. This, I feel like I will for sure like this path. I don't really know about the head explosion. It could be interesting. But the massive chop and the attracting of the enemies, I think, will be beneficial. And I plan to primarily use the primary attack. And then the bottom down here, I don't know what to expect from that. It could turn out to be really good, or it could be kind of strange and I could prefer this better. But one of the things I factor in with these alt decos is the aesthetics of everything. And while I'm not sure what the explosion will do, I can tell by this the trail is going to be purple, and I think it would bother me having like a purple trail come from candy coated chopscotch. If it was orange and black, oh yes, I would be all about it. But I don't know. I think I'm going to do candy coated up top and standard down on the bottom, and then we'll just take it from there. But that said, my apologies for rambling and everything. I'm just super tired and got a long night ahead of me still and have to be up early. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a great Halloween. I hope you get candy-coated chopscotch. I know a lot of you have been commenting saying that you're having a hard time finding her. I picked mine up at GameStop. She's $14.99. I saw her at Toys R Us as well. If you've got a GameStop in your town, you got multiple GameStops, go to your favorite. If they don't have it, see if they'll pull up the inventory. You can also do that online. Same with Toys R Us. You should be able to check. I'd imagine she's on Amazon too. I haven't checked. But hopefully you can land her, because again, this is one of those characters, being undead and the Halloween variant. You sort of want her this time of year. It's not something that's like, cool, candy coated chopscotch at Christmas, or Easter, or your birthday in the winter, or something like that. So hopefully everybody that wants her can track her down. But she's looking to be pretty promising. I just need to go back and watch my primary video and make sure that that was 5684, because if our jump attack went down, that really sucks. I mean, numerically that sucks and makes no sense if that is the case. I could have just written it incorrectly. I don't think I did, because I remember thinking how cool it was double, But the two heads are better versus lose your head. Again, that's sort of like a user preference thing, and I think I preferred it with just lose your head. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on all that. MonaWeasem.com, SkylanderClub.com. I got polls up. Candy coated versus standard chopscotch. Which one do you like better and why? Same with all the Dark Edition characters, legendaries, all that good stuff. Check it out, SkylanderClub.com. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Beam. Like me on Facebook. Circle me on Google+. I'm going to go. Hope everyone has a great Halloween. And I should have more videos later. Probably going to stream the Undead Realm. Sensei Undead Realm, as they call it. I call it the Undead Sensei Realm. We'll probably stream that for sure, so be on the lookout. It'll likely be late, but I'll see what I can do. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Adios, mi amigos.